Yakina Mesasea, Yashida Shambu Yakina Mahane, Imasti Sayambu Yakimba Mahani, Harihama Sensi Sensi Mayanute Sistaya Shani. Today's shamanic oracle reading is love and kindness and rejoicing in the joy all around us. Mahim Sasakamin and the gratitude Maham Yakane and taking it all in Yaham Yakania. Barham Shasista Sayamku Mahanea Yahamya Makania Yahamya Yashashia Hamburstos Yasamsi Arishma Shakavitu Yami Yashancho Arishma Yasanse Amihma Mayanko Yisma Sabina Arima Mahana Shasmu Masanse Borse Ayanka Yanshu Yahina Amihna Yamihna Arihna Muhammad. And we don't bow down to any master. Mayaman Simsiakon. We have our love, and our love is our God, Yani Namakun, Source, Allah, whatever you decide to call your higher power, Mahimya Kamina, maybe Isa Samasashista Mukana Mahane, Irahma Masasaya, Samasasin, this is open to all. Shambushta Sashista Sashista Mahania Araya Mahanina Maya Masasuna. But the light is within and the light grows. Masista Masashoya. It always grows. And this is a reversal of all hexes, curses, magic, voodoo, Sudu, Nazar, Isma Sista, Kamburu, Mahanda, Isma Mashaya, Shayan Shashakuno, Jesus, Yamahas, Sista Mahosto, Masaya, Bahamakino, Manaya, Mahani, Ayaya, Yanina, Yamista, Masaya. And it's for full physical healing, for physical transformation, rebuilding the brain, rebuilding the body. Ishma Shamista Mokia Makanea Irahmaya Sisma Sasaya Samana. This is for cardiovascular health, for diabetes, kidney infection, tuberculosis, the flu, all illnesses, diseases, microbial, fungal, physical, metaphysical, ethereal, etheric, auric, and spiritual bodies. Mayina Maya Ashansi Ashantu Yahiya Yamaya Hari Mama Kansu Yasiya Yasaya Mayina Yanu. And this picks up on what's going on that we cannot sense with our sensory organs, Mayina Makana, with our paraphrenolical organs, Mahista Makoya, Ambusis Masihista, Maseha Masakunta, Arihma Makanea, Marahma Shashina. I'm under severe psychic warfare. Yes, Masishi Sayom Baraya Kamina. Because I'm not your typical activator. Yahansi Sayonza. I have political affiliations, excuse my English, affiliations, my Hinsasapurur, that do not agree with the government at large. My Hinsamasachin, even Barmahane, Amamansamasakis, Ayas Mamasahina, Mahaya Makano, Mambaya Mashishin Sasha Sasagani. So this removes all psychic warfare, Yami Mara Mahaya Mamambara Sasveya. As in, it reverses the ill effects that have taken place from the psychic warfare and makes it as if you have a brand new body with zero intrusions and zero effects of the psychic warfare. Basto Sesamista. Imbaya, imbaso, hambaye, hambano, ismase, ismasho, yakani, yakane, irahma, iraho. Yahane, Yanahi, Yasane, Yasani, Ayame, Ayami, Ayame, Ayami, Bambora, Bambosi, Bambosha, Bamboshi, Bambona, Bamboki, Ayoma, Ayosi, Anahi, Anohe, Ayoma, Ayomi, Ayola, Ayosha, Ayora, Ayoma, Yamona, Ayoni, Ayoshi, Ayoni, Ayoma, Ayomi, Ayoha, Ayona, Mayosa, Mayosi, Sayoni, Sayora, Ayona. This removes suppressor parasite entities and archons and archonic deceptions. Ayora, Ayosha, Ayoshi, Ayoma, Ambona, Ambora, Ayola, Ayona, Ayoma, Ayona, Ayosi, Ayona, Ayora, Ayora, Ayoma, Ayoka, Kanoma, Kayosha, Shankona, Ambohi, Hinoye, Hiyosi, Hasmosin, Hayosi, Hasmosha, Hasmosi, Ayona, Kayora Shayona Ahmosa Ahmoka Kayora Kayora Imbase Imbola Nayora Nayori 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 Bastos Masinsa Sayansi Samita Ambaro Yakimta Yakimta Yasinsta Imbasto Yamita Yambaste Mashinta Yashinta Yashanto Yashanto Yashinsta. Life begins anew each day. Yambara Yambisto Yasinsta Makinto Yahinto Yashinta Yashinta Yashanto. Yesterday was yesterday. Imbahta Yahinto. That's why I'm such a little peep fan, because yesterday was yesterday, and today is today, and tomorrow is tomorrow. And no matter how you look at it, you always have a choice in what the day will bring. I mean, if you're dwelling in a habitat like the melting glaciers, you're dwelling where there's melting glaciers, and you're a polar bear, and you're being forced to swim and swim and swim, and you're drowning because there's nowhere for you to rest, then you're stuck in a place where there's nowhere for you to rest, and there's rising waters and melting glaciers, and we are in a state of crisis right now. And that's why we shouldn't be drinking out of water bottles, and that's why we should be really thinking about taking shorter showers, especially if you're able-bodied, like if you have a body with no illnesses, diseases. Behenia nasisamona ismasashesta makana mistariha. Because they're being severely impacted by our environmental decisions right now. The polar bears are. And they're an endangered species, Mahambaya Quinta, Ambaraya Camina. And we need to watch out for our polar bears, Masimsta Masumpa, Yakimanahena. And panda bears are endangered species, so we need to stop extracting bamboo, Mahinta Masisto Masaya Makanda, Ashmisha Mashaya Mahandarakea, Ihmahto Yasista Masaya Masinto, and Baramashista Makaya Manita. For example, there are bamboo farms right now, Yahinto Yanea. And it's putting panda bears at risk of not having a source of food. Mahimta and Ikea. And this summer she said Kumba Mahina and Baramikinto Mahea Mashista. And then palm oil, which is found in a lot of food items and in some soaps. is causing orangutans to be endangered and maybe even go extinct. Mahamya kumbaya shasim sakasina arihmatayan sakasika. So we really should be watching out for orangutans right now because they live in trees, and palm oil is extracted from palm trees. So we are causing deforestation and we are cutting down these trees, the trees that orangutans live on. So we really need to be thinking about our orangutan population and how we can help orangutans. So we really need to be watching out for our orangutan population right now. And Alaskans, or those living in Alaska, they're hunting. We've been hunting a lot of different sea creatures, especially with those harpoons, and they're injuring our sea life. Mahamya kanua, anista masase. And it's not just Alaska, but I'm looking at Alaska right now because Alaska is responsible for most of it. And those harpoons are seriously injurious. It's really difficult for sea life to survive the harpoons, if at all. They bleed out to death in the umbers of the sea, in the deep sea. Or as far deep as they can get, because the deeper you go, the safer you are. Ambena. And I know you think it's mostly for crab. They're there for capturing crab, so you can have your crab fest all around the world. But really, it's for the whales and the dolphins, for your exotic meats. Exotic, quote unquote, mahambayani. That word is so problematic. I know it's been reclaimed. That's why I used it. Ambarayaka Hindu my sensi masase. So, yes, there's also the whole case of quinoa. The demand for quinoa is so high. There's such an increased demand for quinoa that there are so many quinoa farms that it's that the environment, that individuals are growing quinoa and nothing else. So cut back on your quinoa intake, or don't eat quinoa at all. I've been boycotting quinoa. Mahamsu sakanina. No quinoa on my plate. Mahin shishakanu. I eat beans instead. I eat rice instead. I eat bulgur instead. You can eat meat instead. You can eat whole wheat bread instead, or gluten-free options instead. I attempt to be as gluten-free as possible, so I eat there's gluten-free options, there's armad, there's a lot of options that you have. You don't have to eat quinoa, okay? You can be vegan and eat something else. Mahimsa maseka. And quinoa's protein content isn't nearly as high as beans. Chickpeas have 10.7 grams of protein, and split peas have around 19 grams of protein in them. At 21.1 grams of protein in them. So eat split peas instead. You don't even have to soak them overnight. You just soak them for about 30 minutes, and then you cook them. You boil the water. You boil the split peas. And lentils have 12 grams of protein in them, and those don't need overnight soaking either. So if you're looking for a quick way of getting your protein content in, and you're used to quinoa, well, welcome to beans and legumes, my friend. You have options, my friend. You have options. So do not be afraid. Welcome to beans and legumes, where you have more protein than quinoa, and you will not be changing the infrastructure of all of life and causing farmers to fret about their biodiversity, soon, and completely wrecking the environment. Shakashi. So these star codes are for the environment, and to awaken the inner environmentalist within all of us. And to be an environmentalist, first and foremost, Ambasos miana yago mamare isa se momosia yago no yeshiasha. First and foremost, you must be a humanitarian. So these are humanitarian codes as well. You must care about all beings, all species, all habitats. Yaham yasasu. And all dwellings. Yaham makanea. Maham makanea. Ambari mainsu yasamsi sakene. Yashamsi makahina nakara yasanina. Imbara mahinina. And these are animal protection codes that protect all animals, all species, all beings, and land terrain protection codes. They protect all lands, all homes. Mahimsa sakiyana. They cast protection across your homes, your dwellings, your doors, your doorways. Imbahiana Mumbara Yeshiaku Ismasisianu Nahara Nakiana Ya Ishma Shashea Rahim Nakanea Arihma Hanea Ya Ismasisia Yamih Mahanea Yakima Shashia Asham Yasehinu. Across your offices, Mahim Wasiana, where you exercise, your front yard, your backyard. Yamamba, Yamista, Masista, Yakimbu, Mahina, Mahaya, Mahinsu, Mahisne, Ayihma, Mashistu, Mahina, where peace grows, where you allow peace to just come right into your life. Yahimana hea and love Yamitarake. Maybe you've been on the fence about love. Yamitarayu. Is it time for you to love again? Yamitarashe. Well, I'm here to tell you, yes, it's time for you to love again. Yamitarayina. It's time for you to feel again. Yamitarashe. Ambista, yes. Sinsu, yasimsta, kane. Ambidor, makina, mashakta, yashe. Ambaya, mashikta, mashe. Ambastos, yasamsi, yasista, yahi. Angayo, yamihta, yasista, rashe. Ayayo, ayana, yakima, yahima, na na na. Ayo, yahista, yasina. Amina, yamihtor, yashista, yasi. Ayana, yahira, yakinto, yamin. Ayishta, yashea, yashina, yahe. Ayira, yakina, yamihta, rasi. Ayina, yahira, yakindo, yama. Ayista, rasino, mahaya, mahi. Ambira, ambayo, amiha, yahara. Aina, yamina, yasista, yaseya. Aimso, yasina. Akino, yahina. Arishta, yashe. Ambashnia, ambarahi, akoyasti, akonaya. Ambira koya imsa resi ambo yahin bara yasisa yasamsha. Shayina nakoya nahin dara yasisa yasana. Amaya nahina koyana nahin bara yahindo. Aina mahayo mahansi sayasa shayina. Arihma makinso yasista yasinsta rayana. Ihmana ihambo yakimbo yasista yasana. Ayansi, Yasanso, Yahisto, Yamana, Aira, Yamina, Yamihta, Rayina, Yayana, Ahista, Yashina, Jahea, Makana, Vaya Simora, Yahina, Makaya, Mashimashane, Shambura, Yamita, Embusma, Sisiako, Yamihta, Rayase, Amihta, Rayakuma, Yashimba, Sese, Anihta, Rayakiano, Nahina, Yasami, Yamihtara Yakuma Yakimba Yamahi Ayisma Sashaya Shayina Makara Ambismos Yasamsi Yasimta Yakane Arishma Yashanki Yashanto Yasami Arihma Yakanto Yakasme Yasami Yarihma Yakinta Yasinash. And in Australia, the kangaroos and the koalas are both endangered and rapidly going extinct. So please stop shaking their trees and stop hunting them for their fur, for their skin, and making it into burlaps or whatever it's called. Stop hunting them, please. CSA. Please stop hunting them. They deserve a life. They deserve another chance. CSOI. They're not predators. They're not evil the way that the television network would like you to believe that they are. They are healers, and individuals make burlap bags, stencils, and purses out of them, and leather chaps, to name just a few things. They're healers, and they're not the Antichrist or the antithesis of Christ as you've been led to believe. And the koala bear is the bear, the little bear that the little bear is the bear that knows everything in the multiverses, has all the answers. is the steward of the earth and knows it all and beats it all, frees it all. Mamsiasi should not be hunted at all. Amnia kumbaya nia, yes, Mumbayasi, Ambaya Shia Nina Isia Samusia, Nina, Ambraya Mamba, yes, Amasiasa, Ambahnia, I'm Shia, which here now. That's how I quiet her. It's Miss Yesa. Yagmania Nasa Samasia. Rahmatullah, Rahmatajai, Rahmatasai, Nankampa. The koala bear is the being that feels it all. Yamsiasin, the ultimate healer. Yamyajashi. I can be free at last. If we stop hunting them, Mahamyakani. They're being hunted for their skin and their fur, Yamyakana. And people put them on their altar. Ambashkosh. Amyakani Amubara is why he says Musika Mumbaya Shia, she Amubaya Kanina, Arihmata Yasis Musisa, some bases of Mubaya Kanina, Ambaraya Kanina, Mumbaraya Shia. She's just so adorable. How can you be sad for 1 second when you have such an adorable being nearby? And my other one comes running up to me and is like, give me some loving too, ma. Yahamnianu. I'm ma and Michael is daddy. Yeah, dada. Not daddy, dada. Yamsiesu. I know this because I'm an animal communicator. Yamsiesu. The koala bears have a herd, and they travel in packs, and they're very nuanced in their thinking, and they're very elaborate with their words, and they're poets in their minds, and they have transcendental thoughts, as in they transcend all time and frequency, and all ethers and dimensions. And they're very elaborate beings. And they've been mistook as whatever beings, as in whatever, they sit in trees all day. Ambayasin. And they've been mislabeled as lazy and unconcerned for life. And that's simply not the truth of the matter. Ambiya Wumboya Hiya Suyasi, Ashia Mumbara Kambarakea, Abishtush, Abishtush Masia, Moya Kambia Siasam, Ambo Tare Kambia Sasia Mumbayana, Nina Asma, Asmi Siasaya, Akumbi Siana, Ambori Hambaya. And they've been mistook as ferocious by the few that hunt them. Like mistaken.